Good morning, Valley. Today on Valley por Vida, we've got a lot in store for you. Now, we're going to bring you an exclusive sit-down with national touring professional comedian Steve Trevino to learn all about his most recent RGV performances and get an insider info on what he's got going on in the upcoming months. Now, we've also got info on natural coffee that's good for that midday pick-me-up and why organic is the way to go. Plus, hiatal hernia syndrome. What is it? What causes it? And what are the symptoms that we should look out for? There's so much going on, and we've got you covered. Valley por Vida starts right now. Hi there, and thanks again for joining us this morning. I'm your host, Danielle Banda. Well, America's favorite husband is continuing to make people laugh all across the country, and he recently just visited the Rio Grande Valley for a one-of-a-kind show with content that you've never heard before. Now, professional, nationally touring comedian Steve Trevino is hitting the road again, and he just might be coming to a city near you. So our team went ahead and caught up with him for an exclusive sit-down to talk all about his recent performance in Edinburgh and learn about what else he's got coming up, or up his sleeve rather, for us in the upcoming months. So go ahead and check out today's Comedy Corner segment.
Good morning. ¿Cómo amanecieron? Bien, todos bien. It's good to be here. How are you? Well, we do have a lot going on, and it is so nice to in the Valley specifically. I missed you guys so much because, you know, during COVID, things really got locked down there. And, you know, for me, I had a tradition of the day before Thanksgiving, always finding myself in the Valley. So for the past couple of years, I missed you guys. And you know, it seems like things are getting back to normal. And, you know, I ask everybody to stay safe and you know, do all the right things. But you know, we are getting back to normal, and we filmed a special during quarantine called My Life in Quarantine, and you know, Amazon Prime was nice enough to pick that one up, and we just filmed another one called I Speak Wife, and you know, I was just, you know, in the Valley performing with Pitbull, which is, you know, exciting, and for Pitt and I, you know, we started talking, and we've known each other for quite some time, and you know, we started saying other artists get together. You know, the Black community, the black rappers are, you know, they pair up with Black comics, and you know, we wanted to do something similar where you have these two Latinos on stage together who are hopefully to put out to the world that, hey, as Latinos, we need to start working together, you know, and helping each other out. So, you know, Pitt and I are really working on that kind of angle as to, hey, here we are as Latinos helping each other. But I mean, there's a lot of exciting things going on. Our podcast weekly with me and my wife, which is a soap opera. You know, it is every week we get to complain about our week, and for some reason people relate to it because you know, we're all the same. But it's been exciting. Well, you know, it's very important to me, you know, when I am a working class man. I come from a working class family in the Corpus Christi area, and I know how hard men and women work. So when you choose to come to my show, my goal is to, number one, give you the best show possible, and to let you forget about all the day-to-day BS, you know, and I don't do politics. I don't do religion. I try to make you laugh as hard as you can, talking about my real life, talking about my wife, the struggles of being a below average husband to an above average woman, and trying to be the best father I can be, and try to make it all relatable, and so that you come out and you have a great time. Now, I always take a few minutes at the end of my show, and it's never political, to thank the men and women who serve our communities, from our first responders to our teachers, our nurses. And then, of course, I always give it up to the men and women who serve our country, the U.S. military. So, you know, when you come to my show, the goal is you had a great night out and you honored the people that serve our communities. And a lot of times, those are the people in the audience. And it you know, we forget to thank, especially right now, our healthcare professionals. You know, we all sit here and go, man, I had a rough year and a half. Well, imagine our nurses, our doctors, right? All the people that work at the hospital, the year and a half that they've had, so big thank you to all the healthcare workers out there. Continue to help people out, continue to stay mentally strong, and we appreciate you guys. So, for me, it's a love fest. You come to my show, we love each other, we have a great time, we laugh, and at the end of the day, I hope that you see that I value the dollar you spent to be at my show. SteveTrevino.com, first of all. I have cousins to this day that are like, hey, Steve, when are you going to be here? And I'm like, do you have a computer in your hand? Use it. SteveTrevino.com has all the dates, but, we have El Paso, Texas coming up. We have Goliad. I'm very excited. I'm a big Texas country music fan. I love the honky tonks. So you have these famous venues in Texas like Green Hall, like John T. Floors, and Schrader Hall in Goliad. So I will be performing this month in Goliad at Schrader Hall, and I invite the people from the Valley to come and spend the day in Goliad. Goliad's a beautiful little town with a lot of Texas history, and then come see a show in Schrader Hall. Make it a day. Come visit. Hey, so guys, love you. I love the Valley. You are truly South Texas. It's funny being from Corpus and I would go, oh, we're South Texas. No, you guys are South Texas. And I love you guys. And if anybody knows Delia, tell her thank you for all the beautiful, delicious tamales. Because every time I go to the Valley, I have to go to Delia's Tamales. I love you guys. And me and my wife and my family appreciate all the support we get from the Valley. And to all the Border Patrol agents out there, thank you for what you do. Stay strong.
All right, there you have it. Steve can make us smile about fatherhood, being a husband, and about life in general. He's honest when he hits that stage, and he pours a lot of heart into his performances, uniquely designed for each audience. And with a full national tour in place, there's a good chance that he might be coming to a city near you. So feel free to visit SteveTrevino.com. All right, well, it's time now to take a commercial break, and then we've got to look at your local weather updates. But be sure to stay tuned because Valley por Vida will be back. And we'll have info on how exactly coffee provides you with a boost of energy, breaking down the antioxidants and nutrients of a good old cup of joe. Those details plus more coming up.